Oh my gosh. Y'all are goofy. Y'all are for real goofy. There we go. Cool. What's up? What's up, Tim? Hang on, I'm working on getting music up. I can't hear anything right now. It's super awkward. Can you hear my PC run? Oh, not my PC. My... Yeah, you definitely can. My printer? Dude, it's so cool watching this thing print. Hang on. Oh, that's not what we wanted. We wanted to do... There we go. Ah, there we go. Just like that. Cool. We can move this over and up a little bit like that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed. Let's see. There we go. It's way louder than it needs to be. We can turn that down. There we go. Close that, and then we can come over. Where is it? There we go. Over here, I want to minimize OBS. There we go. We can hear you. Of course you can. Of course you can. Where did that come from? Hang on. Oh, Taco. With the follow. Dope. That didn't come through at first. That was weird. Awesome. Guys, hang on. Dude, this is so dope. I know you guys can't really see it. I gotta show you guys. Because I can't help it. So the cat cam is probably gonna get deprecated because Jasper never sits in here anymore. But instead of cat cam, I think we're gonna do something like this, because look at this thing. It's like actually so dope to watch her run. I need to get rid of the glare, but like, you see that thing? I feel like I could stare at this like for days. And you just watch it print out like layer after layer, and then it goes back and then like changes color, and then you can see this thing up here, like this spool right here is probably about to start spinning. Yeah, because it's gonna unload this color and then load up that far color over there once this one's done. It's like actually the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then that one loads up. Dude, isn't that so dope? Isn't that so dope? And this, yeah, it's changing color, man. Like, dude, isn't that so freaking dope? I feel like that's so awesome. Like, beyond awesome. I'm tempted to start doing print streams. Maybe even selling prints on stream or something like that. That'd be so, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it have a laser? What do you mean by have a laser? I don't think it has a laser. I don't think it has a laser. I don't know what you mean by laser. Subbed again, it didn't show up. Yeah, see, I can see that. I can see that you subbed again, but it didn't. But you're right that it's not showing up through the activity feed. That's so strange. And it doesn't say that you did either. That's so weird. Okay, I can bring chat up. Sorry about that. For not having the notification working and whatnot. But anywho, let's hop to. Let's see, what was the first mod submitted? The first one was Taco Craft. We have not done Taco Craft in a minute. I am actually going to, first and foremost, how many mods do we have? Real quick.
What's up, everybody?
Chill. We're not ready for that yet. Dude, I could just keep watching this thing print. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so I'm seeing 5 submissions, technically 6, because Hacker submitted 2 mods. What's up, Dino? You mind if I submit mine? No, man, go for it. It's been a minute. I will say we might not get to it. We've already got what, about 5 or 6 to go through, and I'm starting late. Like, I really only have about 2 hours to stream today, so we should probably hop right into it. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and hop into it. So the first mod we're going to review, because I'm not seeing anyone who we haven't seen before. So we'll come over here. Stream quality is 360 instead of 480 or 720. Interesting. I don't know what would cause that. Like, it definitely sounds like it'd be an internet issue or something like that in the area, like my house or something, but I don't know exactly what would cause that. But anywho, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with Taco Crafts. I'm gonna just watch this video for the most part, to see all the new stuff that he added, because I'm super interested.
Welcome back to
it looks pretty cool. So
mining blue taco. Today I will be going through the changes and additions to the latest version of my mod, TacoCraft Release 1.0.8. And this time, I definitely won't miss anything.
1.0.8. No, mine's on 1.0.9, isn't it? Ace's MC.
TacoCraft now supports 2 versions, being 1.21.1 and 1.21.4, represented by this pale oak forest. I know that this pale oak forest looks sad. There were budget cuts, okay? This version compatibility will continue until mCreator, the software I use to develop my mod, no longer supports 1.21.1. The first few things added to my mod revolve around the Skytide realm.
Okay,
First, we
cool.
have Skytide
Good, because Skytide was
which
lacking.
spawns in big spikes throughout the dimension.
Oh, that's funny.
It looks
That's
sort
kind
of
of dope.
like this.
Dude, that
I know
is
the
dope.
lava isn't flowing, but that's just because it hasn't been updated. If I place a block here, oh, that's a bug.
Oh man, you've got air. You're placing air. You're placing like structure blocks.
The structure voids from...
Yeah, are getting placed. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Add 1 to the bug tracker.
Looks cool though.
Next is graphite.
Oh,
Can be
graphite.
crafted
That's
into
cool.
Stairs, slabs, and walls.
I dig the texture. The
Along with
texture's like
smooth graphite
a
and
little
base
bland.
graphite.
Like it could use a little bit
I
of
know
blending,
that
but for the most part,
smooth
that graphite
doesn't
texture is
look much
nice.
different than regular graphite.
Just switch to Twitch. What's up?
But
Thank you. Glad you're finding this
I
amusing.
promise there's a difference
Dude, I'm
between
sitting here like
Another
getting
use for
deja
graphite
vu.
is
The number of
craft
times
pencil.
like the thing is, your little video here is way more thought out than almost any video I've ever filmed for my mod. So sorry, I just have to keep checking. I have to keep checking the printer. I just can't help myself. Is way more thought out than anything I've ever made. But I can sit here and like totally relate to the situation. You know what I mean?
Rubber, 1 stick,
Being like, oh well,
and
that's a
1
bug.
graphite in a
Okay then.
diagonal line. Pencils are used
Scripted? Yeah,
as
makes
an
sense.
alternative way to craft book and quills.
Fair enough.
And
Oh, it's
if you craft
reusable.
it just damages your pencil. You don't even lose it, which is pretty nice. The next block added to the Skytide realm is serpentine.
See, it'd be nice if you could use the pencil to do even more things, but I feel like anything else you'd be able to do with it, or should be able to do with it, is something that's going to be really hard to do on mCreator. You know what I mean? So you gotta check why it doesn't ever... Yeah, I gotta pull up... It's probably something to do with like Streamlabs, which is what I run my notifications through. So yeah, I should definitely check.
I
Check that.
dislike this block because it's probably some of my best texture work.
What?
Let me explain. For what I was trying to go for, this texture is probably one of the best I could have done. Unfortunately, it looks pretty bad, which is what I was going for. So it is simultaneously the best and worst texture in TacoCraft, in my opinion. You can craft serpentine into stairs, slabs, and walls. Although if you try to mine the block regularly, you don't get the block itself. You get pebbles. Now you can get anywhere from 2 to 5 pebbles from 1 block. 4 of these pebbles can be crafted back into a block. 6 of these pebbles can be crafted into 2 stairs. 3 of these pebbles
So it's actually more
slabs.
expensive
And 6
to make
of
a
these
stair. Am I
stairs
following
can
that?
be crafted back into a block.
No. No, it's slightly less. It's yeah. Huh.
Into 3 slaps.
Couldn't think of
6
anything
of these
else
pebbles into 3
to use a
balls.
pencil for. Yeah, I
Finally,
can't think of
there's
anything
Mercury.
either. Is the thing.
Mercury is special because you can't obtain this block by breaking it, even with Silk Touch. Because when you do
Kind of
break it,
mid texture. Oh, that's
it
cool
turns into
though.
liquid. You can pick this liquid up with a bucket. And if you want the block back, you just craft the bucket with ice to get your mercury block back.
All right, that's
You
pretty
also
cool.
Get your bucket back. The liquid is also supposed to give mercury poisoning, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. All
Yeah.
of these blocks can be found in the Skytide realm, brightening up the dimension significantly. Did someone say that it's taco time? I think it's taco time. This is the taco vendor. His tacos are the best tacos. His tacos cannot be outmatched by any other tacos. Here's how you craft his workstation. A taco in the middle. It could be any type of taco, it doesn't have to be.
What, and then what, any time of
And
blanks?
8 wood all around.
Yeah, any type. What up,
Well,
hacker?
It's tacos if it wasn't obvious. Our next addition is a new ore, Bloop Goop. It's a bit rare and it blends in with the sand. It is used for 2 things.
You say this was a loop
Boots and
goop?
bombs. You could probably make a tongue twister out of that. Bloop Goop is used for boots and bombs or something like that. I don't know. The bombs
Bloop Goop.
deal a lot of knockback and a fair bit of damage when thrown at something. They are crafted
Bloop
using
goop boots
one
and
bloop
bombs.
goop, one
Bloop goop
gunpowder,
boots and bombs.
and one
Bloop
slime
goop boots
ball.
and bombs.
The boots are used to get Frostwalker.
So Unspeakable, the new mod?
You
No,
heard it.
Unspeakable is a title
All
that you've
boots are
earned
light
for
and
spamming my
enable
at when I was
Frostwalker
not streaming. So
These boots
you get
get
to
auto-enchanted
be
with Frostwalker
unable
when
to
you
speak
put
in the
them on.
Discord for
Now you
24
can finally
hours.
sprint jump with
Have fun.
Frostwalker.
Anyways,
How cool is that? Next is
wait,
a
what?
new
I missed that.
enchantment, Frostwalker 3. When you put them on.
Oh,
Now you can finally
okay.
sprint jump with Frostwalker.
Dude, that's actually like, that's such an like a no-brainer addition. Like, why do they not add Frostwalker 3? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Frostwalker 3 is such a no, like the fact that you can't sprint jump on with Frostwalker is like such a big thing. Unspeakable doesn't work. I think it does. It might not work in every chat because I have to set it up individually for every single channel, which is super annoying. So there's a chance I forgot to set it up for a couple of specific channels. But yeah, I know he spammed it. He spammed it before I gave him the title. He has not. Yeah, he hasn't said a single thing. Barton, you have it too. You can test it yourself, man. Actually, he did send something in this chat. All right. Anyways, it might not work for every channel because honestly I have to set it up for every channel, so there's a good chance that I forgot to set it up for some specific channels, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Have I played FNAF before? Yeah, like I've played FNAF before the way I've played Fortnite before. Like I have played the game the way I've played Subnautica before. Like I've played it. That doesn't mean I know anything about it, you know what I mean? FNAF could actually be a pretty fun game to play together on stream because you'd pretty much get to watch me figure out how to play completely by myself. And I also suck, like I don't play horror games because I don't like horror games, so it'd probably also be pretty entertaining. Anyways, play story mode? Dude, story mode isn't even a thing anymore
How cool
though.
is that?
So
Next is a new enchantment. I
it's super
actually
cool,
got
Taco.
inspiration
Honestly, that's so genius. I
from
gotta add
another
Frostwalker
mod
to my own
with
mod,
a
like
very
Frostwalker 3.
similar
Like, why
enchantment.
is that not
I
a thing,
forgot what
you
the
know?
mod is called, but,
That's such an easy
don't
thing.
say I never gave any credit.
Pirate it?
This
Oh,
enchantment is
the
called
story mode?
Launching,
The game doesn't even
It
exist
applies to
anymore though, does it?
and it launches the mob you attack into the sky.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That's
what's
the
the
name.
difference between launching and knockback,
This
you know?
enchantment
Like,
goes up to level 2.
but I guess
No
that makes
further.
sense. Yeah. Yeah, so it's
These
like
poor
knockback.
cows won't know what hit them.
That's pretty valid. That's pretty valid. I think it's a little high, just a touch high, jump-wise,
They
but
just go
I think
up.
that's pretty valid. I'm assuming you're hitting them with the 2 sword and not the 1 sword. It's like,
find this
you want to
very
strike this
amusing.
balance because you
Next
want
is
them,
one of 2 structures.
you want them to go up high enough that they take damage when they fall, but you also don't want them going up too high, because then you could have hit them again in that time, so you're actually losing damage. You know what I mean? So there's like a weird balance to strike, unless they go so high that you have enough time. Like, imagine you hit them with the launching sword, pull out the crossbow that's already loaded, snipe them with the crossbow in air, and then pull back to the sword, reload your crossbow, hit them. You know what I mean? Like, that's great. It totally adds like a new balance to the combat. Like, can you imagine having something like that in Bed Wars?
The ancient burial grounds. They are made up of terracotta, coarse dirt, and gravel.
So this is a structure?
I'm going to go into a new world to showcase this to you, because it will do a better job at doing it. As you can see, it basically looks like an... Oh, there's a shipwreck that spawned in this one.
That's a shipwreck? Wait, what?
It's basically an
That's so goofy
mound of grass and dirt.
You need to make sure that these things don't spawn in the water like this, but instead spawn
Shipwreck kind of ruins this, doesn't
over
it?
the land, you know?
Here's a better example.
Oh,
So
it's still not. It's still pretty obvious. I would suggest dropping it down into the earth by like 3 blocks, you know? Because like, you're right that it is an unnatural hill, and I get that that's the idea. I'm assuming these are designed after like Indian burial grounds, which actually makes a lot of sense. I think that fits with Minecraft's lore and Minecraft's style and theme really well. But I think it's a bit tall. I would drop it down by about 2 or 3 blocks. So, is chat not here? Chat's here. Chat's up. What are you talking about, buddy? Chat's up. Oh, I don't have chat up on this screen. I gotta pull chat up. Okay, sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. Forgot that chat wasn't automatically on both. Okay.
You can find your 3 chests.
It's supposed to look like that. Yeah, I get it. I feel like it's just a touch tall. It's just my opinion, though. Just mine.
Common, so
yeah.
Can't find. It's not very good loot. That's what I'm trying to say. Next up is the first of 4 particles I added. Photons. If you're too young and don't know what photons are, think of them as the carriers of light and color to your eyes.
The carriers of light and color. Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Crafted with aetherite and glowstone, they make the block that you're standing on a max light source, so they can light up your base without using ugly torches or something.
That's pretty dope.
Now, this thing lasts for only like 25 seconds in your hand, but like, it's a pretty good light source.
Oh, it literally just
sprint jump around with it everywhere.
Wait, it leaves light behind. Oh my gosh, what?
4 particles. And here are the other 3.
That's crazy.
Is that grammatically correct? Anyway, they're called protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons are found inside this block that generates below Y40. When mined, it takes a second. It's pretty dense. It's called dense matter. It drops 4 protons. Neutrons are obtained by cleansing an unobtainium ingot into a decay crystal, and then crafting this decay crystal into your 4 neutrons. Electrons are found when lightning strikes. Cows will once again be my test subject. If I use this trident to strike a cow with lightning... Oh, he made it over. How surprising. You get energized matter spawning where the cow got struck.
Huh.
Crap, I missed. Die, cow. You break these energized matter blocks to obtain electrons. What are these particles used for? Well, do I have a treat for you? Nuclei. I added the 53 possible proton-neutron combinations. Just to name a few of those combinations. 3 protons and 2 neutrons. 2 protons and 7 neutrons. Or maybe 0 protons and 3 neutrons. Yes, they are all the same texture, but hear me out for a second. I had to add 53 nuclei as unique items, then give each of them recipes. That is 106 mod elements for 1 feature. Those of you unfamiliar with M,
I think it's probably more than that.
You add anything to your mod, this little counter goes up by 1. So just by adding 53 nuclei in their recipes, I increase this counter by 106.
At least.
Now you might be thinking, what about electrons? What do the nuclei do? My answer to that is nothing yet.
Actually, atoms have the same amount of protons and electrons.
Next up are taco shell.
Bro, I actually suck at chemistry. Like, here's how bad I am at chemistry. I took chem honors freshman year of high school. The first day of AP Chem, which I took sophomore year, so the next year of high school, the first day I turned to my buddy and my partner, my lab partner, and I said, hey man, what's an ion? I had taken a full year of chem honors. My first day of AP Chem, I say, hey man, what's an ion? I don't know what an ion is right now. I don't even know what it is right now. I still don't know. I think I know. Ion, it's just like an ion is like protons, neutrons, electrons. Those are ions, right? Like that's just what they're called. Like it's like the name for all of them. The thing that it is an ion. The type of ion is neutron, electron. Am I right? Am I right in saying that, or am I wrong in saying that? I could totally be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh man. It says I learned it in 8th grade. What did I learn that stuff in 8th grade? I don't think so. I think I learned it in like 9th grade. Well, I didn't learn it at all, apparently, is what we are learning right now, but oh man. Cations and anions. Yeah, but I don't know. That sounds like a myth to me. Hang on. Dude, this thing is so dope. This thing is so dope. I gotta set up a print cam, and we gotta start doing print streams. I'm just saying. This thing is so dope. Cations and anions are when the number of electrons and protons isn't the same. What?
Projectiles are crafted with
whatever. Let's go over here.
And fire straight, like a wind charge. For example.
Dude's got taco shurikens?
As long as it doesn't move.
Dude, you don't have any drop on those either?
Got.
That's crazy.
That. They do move slower and deal more damage.
Like you'd think they would have some drop on them too, wouldn't they? But I guess not.
Next up is chocolate milk. Pretty self-explanatory, the recipe.
Yeah.
It does the same thing as regular milk, although it does give the player speed when you drink it.
Move pretty slow though.
I'd say. Next is something I should have added a long time ago. The super taco. Crafted like a golden apple, but with sapphire and a beef taco specifically. Eating this super taco will give you...
I gotta be real with you. I've had... Like, if you're talking average beef taco versus average chicken taco, beef taco is gonna win, hands down. But if you're talking best of the best, beef taco versus chicken taco wins. The best of the best, the chicken taco is gonna outclass the beef. But average, the beef is gonna win.
It's a bug. It's supposed to give you absorption, fire...
Oh, it printed in red. Boys, we got the first red. We got the first red of the print. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't really like chicken tacos, to be honest. Bro, I gotta make you some of my chicken tacos then, because they're delicious. You make that chicken in a slow cooker like all day long. It's good, bro. It's good eats.
Fire resistance and speed. Huh. Finding a lot of bugs today, we are. Next
I always find lots of bugs.
Before I continue, I do want to give a shout out to A.C.E for letting me use his strawberry texture from
That's my strawberry texture.
Placeholder texture until I get good at texturing myself.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm pretty sure this texture is just a slightly altered version of another texture that I stole anyways. Like if I search Minecraft strawberry, I'm almost positive it's just a slightly altered version. Yeah. It's I mean, slightly altered is even a bit of a stretch. It's nearly identical. It's it really is nearly like it's identical. Let's just call it identical. Wow, I thought I changed that more. I did. You can see that this opaque one right here, I made it solid instead of opaque. I think it's a different hue as well, like a different tone, slightly different color, but you can't tell. Like, you can't tell. It's not that detailed. So, Tyler shouted you out, bro. You're gonna be fit. No, no, he shouted me out, and I didn't even actually make the texture.
Like other berries.
Oh man.
You can pick the berries off.
Watching on my phone. All right. See, I have strawberries, but I don't have them on strawberry bushes. As someone who has strawberry bushes kind of like in their yard in Kentucky, strawberries deserve to be a crop, not a bush like that. But it is what it is. You can make them however you want. You know what I mean?
Or you can craft these strawberries into jam. Next is the second of these into jam.
It says see, that looks more like my jam texture than the strawberry does, but it's not.
The second of my new structures is Skytide Tower.
My strawberries can be gone?
It's made with
Can be
bunch
what?
of different blocks that you can find in the Skytide realm. Inside, it has a zombie spawner up there and 3 chests. Chests contain the second best chance at finding an enchanted golden apple out of all structures, outclassed only by ancient cities. Our last 2 editions are both music discs. Unfortunately, neither of the songs are made by me, but I will put links in the description if you want to hear the original songs. The first of them is a mashup of both creator music discs with a seamless transition between the 2 of them. This one is by Show Me 7, and the other music disc is the 87 music disc. I'll let this one play out.
So it's a Freddy thing.
I'll let this
Hang
one
on.
play out.
None of what you're about to see is real. Done with commands and editing. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I figured there'd be a jump scare there. 10 out of 10 acting, in my opinion. Okay. It's acting, if you want to call it that.
Changes that were made.
Do you think I should port Content Craft to Neo?
Let's rapid fire through them.
I don't know.
You can now
I really have no thoughts or
uranium
opinions at all.
onto
I don't
iron
know.
gear using the uranium upgrade template.
Oh, that's cool.
Applies to weapons. I guess not the hoe.
Not the hoe.
And
Forgot the recipe on the hoe there.
condensed wood is now spelled correctly.
Nice.
The Light achievement, Look What I Found Zombies, is now up to date. The light apple's name and texture were updated. The sapphire apple's texture has been updated. The light apple achievement, Resource Efficiency, is now spelled correctly. The taco block no longer spawns naturally underground. The Christmas forest biome in the achievement is now spelled correctly. There is now a shorter cooldown between hit and lightning strike for Thunderillium tools.
Yeah, that's good.
You can die.
You know, I just noticed that the Thundrillium ties in with the protons because you have like a way to summon in like lightning easier, right? Like it all ties together. That's something that I feel like this mod was always kind of lacking, is cohesion. things tying the various pieces together. And I feel like it's something that you've really added over this past year, is a lot more cohesion in the mod. It's still out there. It's still loony and goofy. It still has the original feel that it had, and yet it's still more cohesive, and yet a lot of your textures have improved. It's really cool to see how you've managed to maintain and capture the original feel and vibe, and yet add so much, and yet continue to update over like an entire year, you know?
Like Ruby,
it's not the easiest thing to do.
Sapphire, and
made this update in 45 days, bruh.
When broken, the
Bruh.
aquatic light block can now be placed directionally. Look at that. Butterscotch brownies can now be crafted and eaten. The recipe is a brownie and butterscotch chips. The end rod recipe using chorus dust has been modified to require glowstone, 1 chorus ingot, and 1 chorus dust. Jerky is now spelled correctly. Previously, it was spelled with an E between the K and
The K and the Y.
are now
Jerky.
more organized, and there is also a tab strictly for challenges. For example, use a connoisseur, the forbidden buffet, color-coded chaos, or hunter, caffeine connoisseur, beyond the impossible, master of matter, fury of the flames, master of the storm, master of the tides, and sapphire.
Okay. Oh!
Are 100%
See, why does that show up? Why does that show up, but then Barton's doesn't? I don't understand. Zan, thank you for the resub, my homie. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Everybody, Xander just started a new job, so he moved away. So everyone, wish him luck in the chat, and well wishes, because he's in a new environment. You know, he far away from home. So poor boy needs some love. But thank you so much, man. I really got to look into why that works for you but didn't work for Barton, because I swear it's screwing him over, man. It keeps screwing him over. I don't know. I have no idea, man. You're like my longest sub, and yet, yeah, 7 freaking months, bro. That's nuts, man. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't figure it out. All right, whatever.
Titanium block break time has been.
Okay, the rest of these are all bug fixes. I'm gonna be real. I don't care about the bug fixes. I'm sorry. I don't care about the bug fixes. I mean, I'm very glad that they're there. Bug fixes, like, don't overlook your bugs and your bug fixes. They really do a lot. But so I haven't pulled up my mod review form. Here we go. There we go. So let's close this out. Let's go back to the face cam here. I'm gonna move this over, and then we're gonna pull up. We can go game form. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is, let's see, Taco Craft, and I don't have my third monitor, so I have to pull this up on my second monitor, so I can't see any of you guys' chats. So sorry that I can't see chat right now. My first impressions. I don't know. They're good. It's not like they were bad, but I don't think I was immediately blown away or taken aback by anything. I want to give it a 7 out of 10. I want to say the amount of content in this update specifically is a bunch of content. Super cool dedication. Do the protons and stuff even do anything? Like, you can make all 53 different combinations, but do they behave differently? Like, what's the point? You know, what's it matter to craft between them? You know, like, what does it do anything? Or are they just there? I have a feeling they're just there. But the amount of content's still ridiculous. It's got to be like right up there at like a 9 out of 10. Hang on. I need to find a way to see chat because it's ridiculous. Wait, outro? Tap's gone, bro. There's only 2 more. I'm really proud of the outro. We can pull it up. They will behave differently in 1.0.9. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let's pull this up. Let me pull this over here. Let me pull this over here just because y'all need to be seeing my YouTube history just in case. I don't know. I don't want to dox myself or anything like that. So there we go.
For example, color. It's really possible to obtain. Efficiency 5 back into rods like this. And that is all.
Oh, so you can craft blaze rods again. That's cool.
Additions made to TacoCraft release 1.0.8. If you guys want to get the mod for yourself, I'll leave a link to my mod along with all credits in the description. I know that some of you want to see less Bed Wars content on my channel, so I will leave you a challenge. If we can get this video 20 likes in 2 weeks, I'll speedrun all the advancements in my mod. But until then, stay safe, subscribe, and have a good one. Bye.
Oh man, he said 20 likes in 2 weeks. Oh man, come on guys, we gotta do that. Come on, hang on. That's nuts. That's so stupid of you. Oh man, I've been there. Hang on. Oh my, I've been there. You bit off more than you could chew, buddy. You bit off way more than you could chew. Bro, I need to fix that. That's ridiculous that the title doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I need to fix that. But anyways, here we are, guys. Here we are. Everyone, you need to go in the chat. Taco, chill, buddy. Seriously. You need to go in the chat. You need to click on this button, this link right here. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat. I'll put it in the Twitch chat too. You need to click on this link and just give it a quick thumbs up. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it at all. You don't have to watch it all. But yeah, go ahead and do that. We gotta make this man. He has to know. He has to know that he can't just make statements like that willy-nilly. Okay, he has to be ready to face the consequences of his actions. Okay, he made a statement. We're gonna hold him to it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Rest, quality of the content. Man, I gotta say, I loved pretty much all the content that was added. There were a few textures that needed a little bit of work. Some of the things like the protons and whatnot, they don't have any use right now, but he said he's got plans for them in the future. I'm not mad at that. Okay, I'm not mad at that. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's not great, but it's up there, you know, because he's still got a little bit of work to do, a little bit more things to do, but it is pretty good. The art and texture quality is, once again, I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10 because, like I said, a lot of them were a lot better than some of the previous textures. They were looking really good. Some of them had a little bit to be desired, but I thought they were pretty good. And as far as creativity goes, man, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Like, that's super creative to add in. Like, you're just sitting in physics class and you're like, what if I just add this stuff to Minecraft? Now the real test is gonna be whether or not he can actually make them feel worth it and unique to make the different variants and different versions in the next version. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the real test. But we'll see. As far as unique features goes, I felt like most of it was pretty unique. Let's give it a 9 out of 10. I don't know why, but we're giving it a 9 out of 10. It just feels right. And the immersion feel and vibe, this is what I'm saying. He's really nailed this. Like, it's stayed consistent despite the mod getting better, and that's not something I would have expected. So I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10 just to really commend him on that one. I'm gonna give him a bonus point for all the extra bonus work he did with those nuclei and stuff. That's a lot of work, and I gotta give him a bonus point for that. I gotta give him another bonus point for all the stuff he went back and fixed and corrected, especially things that are just like simple spelling errors. That's great to go back and fix that stuff from your mod. And then I'm gonna give him one more bonus point just for what we talked about earlier, the fact that this mod has felt like he hasn't given up on the idea, he hasn't given up on the vision. It's felt consistent, it's felt awesome in that regard, which is hard to do when he's consistently adding as much unique, creative, one-of-a-kind ideas and items that he is, you know. As whatever you can say, you know, textures might leave a little bit to desire, and function in the game might leave just a tiny bit to desire too, but it's creative and nonetheless, right? It's incredibly unique. I've never seen mods like it ever before, so it's awesome. But here we are. Let's add this up. That's going to be what? 16, 23, 30, 40, 49, 57, 60 stars. That's a pretty dang good score. 60? That's like right on. That's almost a full stack. Almost a full stack. Not quite though. While you're streaming in 350, it automatically drops it to whatever my internet can handle. So my internet is just trash at this time. It's just like just happens to be trash right now. But sorry. It is what it is. It might be my printer, honestly, because my new printer now connects to the internet, but I don't know why it connecting to the internet would cause such crazy issues, you know what I mean? So I don't think it would be that, but whatever. How did you cut out the review form? Oh, really, it's goofiness is how I did it. So I have if I bring it back, you'll see that right now it just shows up as white because it's not actually connecting. So I have a full capture, and then I right clicked the display and manually cropped in OBS the full capture down to a limited size. And then I have it specifically set to only capture my review form, which is why it only shows up as white when I don't have the review form front and foremost. It was a bit of a pain. It was a lot harder than you would think it would be, but it would also was totally doable and not impossible. So this weird combination, right? When your lights connect to the internet, what? My printer is. I don't think my lights are. I don't think my lights are. I don't know. Anywho. I've done the thing. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go over here. Where are we? Mod review submissions. There we go. And scroll all the way up. Who is next? All the weird things Minecraft mod. Let's see. I don't have anything new, I don't think. Maybe 2.0. Let's check out the website for it. We've got a pretty limited time, and I'm not going to check this mod out if he hasn't added anything new. Versions 2.0 4 weeks ago, August 8th. Okay, so we should have reviewed that because it would have been August like 1st. Oh, well, it might have been right after. That's hard to say. I can't tell if we've reviewed it or not. Okay, I remember. Yeah, the Nintendo Switches, the polished gravel and smooth sand and the foods and whatnot. I'm gonna skip over this one. I'm sorry, but I don't think State Bros is even in the chat. And like he says himself, I don't think I added anything. So we're gonna move right along, just to try and keep it to, you know, a minimum and whatnot. I don't want to spend too much time reviewing people's mods that we've already reviewed, especially because we don't have too much time today. The next up would be Content Craft from Hacker. This is a pre-release. We're getting special access to it, and I'm pretty sure this is the newest version that he has shared with us. And this is his new mod. All right, okay. We're going to go through the newest version of Content Craft by Hacker. I'm gonna drop this into what? Minecraft junk mods. And I have one for viewer mods. Where are they? There they are, viewer mods. Boom, save. Perfect. We'll minimize this. Open up multi-MC here. Scroll down to the later. Yeah, I got you. Should I make a sequel to Bartek 2? I mean, are you... Why? Like, why would you bother making a sequel to Bartek 2? Like, are you done with Bartek 2? Is it... What version is this? Hacker? Doesn't say. What version of Minecraft is this for? Fabric 1.21.1. Gotcha. We're gonna have to add a new instance then, and it's gonna have to be 1.21.1. Okay. We can edit this instance. Version install fabric. Okay, there we go. And then we can go over here to loader mods. Drop content craft in there. Come over here to CurseForge. Read. It doesn't say. You didn't say, did you? Did I read? Did I just not read it right or something? I didn't see it. I might have just missed it. Okay. Jade. Oh, the image. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't look at the image at all. Because I want a trilogy, the Bartek trilogy. I'll make Bartek 3 terrible, so people come back to Bartek 2. Okay. That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. That's all I'm saying. Is that's really, really dumb. Don't do that. I hate that idea. Let's make it done. Yeah, make it terrible on purpose, just for the that's like what, that's the Black Ops 4, right? Or Black Ops 5. Which one was it? I want to say Black Ops 4, where it's just absolutely awful, so that they could cash in on the next one. I don't know. All right, JEI files. Oh, also, we don't have music playing. Let's get some music again. It's gonna be Fabric 1.21.1 right there. Download. Hey, so you ever get embarrassed if your family or friends watch your videos with you? I definitely used to, and I might cringe a little bit, but at the same time, not I always just try to remind myself, like, so whenever I post anything, I always ask myself, like, do I stand by this content? Do I feel like I'm, really putting my best effort in here, etc., etc.? Do I feel like I'm doing the best I can? Not is this great or the best it could be, but am I doing the best that I can, right? And if that's the case, like, even if I could remake an old video and do it better than it was, at the time when I look back, I always end up feeling like, how do I rename this instance? Whatever, we'll just launch it. I always end up feeling like I stand by the work at the time. That at the time I was doing the best I can. So even though I might cringe a little bit, and I can acknowledge the fact that it's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit bad, I still usually I don't know, I stand by myself, you know what I mean? But I think, like I said, I didn't used to be that way. Like, it definitely used to be the case where, like, yeah, I would cringe a little bit. Wait, what? Weird. So I think a good part of the reason why I don't feel that way anymore is because I am older and I feel like I've done more with my life. Like, at the time, it was like, yeah, I haven't really done much myself other than go to school, right? Like when you're in high school, elementary, middle school, if you make a video and put it on YouTube, that video is one of the only things in your life that you've done completely independently. And it really, in a way, represents you, like a big part of you, because it's one of the few things you've actually done. But as you grow up, you start to realize, you start to do more, for one, and you start to therefore have other things that you've done, and those things you start to realize that these other things, they don't really represent you at all. Your old YouTube videos and the other things, they're not, they are a part of you and a part of the things you've done in life. I'm fidgeting with this benchy, hang on. But they don't really represent you. They represent a part of your history. They represent how you got to where you are, but not where you are right now. But it's hard to think about them in that light when you're closer to it. You know what I mean? When you're younger and whatnot. So, anyways, do you not have Fabric installed? I don't know. Some of your mods are incompatible with the game or each other. Yeah, I mean, it's installed. What more does it want from me? What happens if I just delete these two and just try with just Content Craft? It's still not working. What the heck? Hang on. We're gonna try with launching with CurseForge. I hate CurseForge, but we're gonna try it. Yeah. You need Fabric language, Kotlin. But I mean, the thing is, multi-MC should automatically do that for me, though. When I select add Fabric, it should automatically install that for me, because multi-MC is great, but whatever. All right, 1.21.1 Fabric, and the latest Fabric release. Yeah, sweet, create. Can I add content? There we go. Okay, open folder, mods. There we go. There we go. That should work. Does Fabric mods require an extra mod Fabric API? Huh. Oh, weird. Weird. God, I could genuinely watch this printer like all day. It's so cool. I love it. Hydrate, nice. I'll drink some water. Hang on. I don't have a place to set my headset anymore. I used to hang it on my printer, but now I have a different printer now, so I just hang it on my microphone, I guess. I got a cup over here. Guys, the only cup that I have is the big old glass, the big old pitcher. So here we are. Ugh. Oh my. There we go. That was totally pleasant. Definitely not pleasant. Ace, what if I make overpowered legendary weapons 2? Once again, why? Why would you make a sequel? Like, why don't you just, it's a Minecraft mod. Why don't you take a book out of a page out of Minecraft's book and not make a sequel, but just update the original? Fabric language Kotlin. I'm not using fuzzy config though, is the thing. Like it says to install language Kotlin. I'm not using fuzzy config, so why does it? It doesn't, shouldn't need that. You know what I mean? But whatever, that should hopefully fix it. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is my buddy and his buddy are playing Minecraft right now. They invited me to play Minecraft with them. They said, oh, we should play Minecraft. I want to play some Minecraft. But instead of playing Minecraft with my buddies, I'm on here streaming for you guys. So you guys better appreciate it. Because all I want to do right now is play some Minecraft with my buddies. So, y'all better be appreciating it. I know that you guys have been really waiting. I felt bad making you wait even this long. So, gotta let you guys know this is going to become the new norm. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You can completely say goodbye to the morning streams. I don't think I will ever, well, not ever. I don't think we're going to have a morning stream again for a very long time. Morning streams are pretty much gone in the wind. So, yes. Okay, cool.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
That's cool. I dig it. That doesn't mean we're not going to stream, but the streams are probably going to be like 2 p.m. starting time or later, 2 p.m. EST. So, it's going to be the new norm. Let's move this out. There we go. I do appreciate it. My lord, that's cool. Custom panorama. Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Bartek 2 was way better than the first one, though. It was. You're not wrong. But, like, you also could have just modified the first one to turn it into Bartek 2. You know what I mean? Like, why bother making a second one? Like, why not just modify the first one, make it better? You know what I mean? Dude! I don't think I've ever seen the new spawn eggs on Java Edition. Why do they feel different on Java Edition? I suppose I haven't really seen them on Bedrock Edition either, because I don't play creative. I tend to play... Oh, what the heck is this? That's got to be a fabric thing. Maybe it's fabric, which is why I'm, like, thrown. I don't know. Because I need to remake everything? Well, you would now, but you wouldn't have, like, you only need to remake everything if you remake the mod. If you go back and fix the original, you don't. You see that, right? Like... Your whole logic is literally the opposite. Like, you do have to remake everything because you remade literally the whole mod. What's up, hacker? We're doing your mod right now, man. Wow, this is so annoying. Music all the way off. Okay. Let's see what we got. Content craft agriculture. Okay, I dig it. He's got it separated by idea, by section. That's cool. Just like Ace's MC was. Or is, I guess. Pantry. A boiled egg. Nice. Doesn't seem like the boiled egg does all that much. But that's fine. That's fine. Trowel. Now, I'm actually really interested. Okay, here we go. First edition. Content craft guide. Oh, bro, that's my name. That's cool. Content craft is a feature-rich fabric mod for Minecraft. Adding 50 plus blocks, items, and tools for enhanced survival, exploration, and building. Dude, this is a sweet, sweet book. Oh, wow. Oh. Dude, this book is dope. Makes sense. Xenon ore generates in the end's lower strata. Dude, this is so dope. Trowel is kind of buggy. Use ChatGPT for the book as filler. I mean, dude, the book's dope, though. The book is absolutely dope. It's patchouli, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I dig it. What does the trowel do? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that block. Calcite bricks? Andesite bricks? Yeah. Yo, honestly, these are just blocks that need to get added to the game, let's be real. Like, look at that, dude. Man, those are so clean. And they're not just like copy pasted versions of each other either. They're totally unique. I like you didn't just call it Enderite. Yeah, for real. I don't think this is M Creator. I'm almost positive this is by hand coding. This is Fabric. It's not. I don't think it's M Creator at all. I think he coded it. It's got to get 2 blocks in hotbar and use the trowel. Okay. We need this mod on the server. It's pretty nice, huh? It's a Fabric mod though, so we can't put it on the server. Cookie Cutter, how does the mod review work? Thanks for covering that, Taco. I appreciate it. And thank you for the interest, Cookie. Yeah, Taco's got you. Taco's absolutely right there. Place it down. Oh, I see. Oh, so so it'll place a random block for my hotbar, so that I can create random gradients. That's dope. Yeah, that's so dope. So you can get a random gradient. Dude, why does even that look kind of good? Like, this is the crappiest gradient I've ever seen. And that looks kind of good, dude. Like, dude, the trowel's dope. That's actually so dope. I dig the dripstone. Blue nether brick. Interesting. I feel like there's got to be something, like a little something more. You know what I mean? Like, I dig the idea of the blue nether brick. It kind of makes sense, but who was it that said that it should be tied to like the warped material, like a warped wart or the warped fungus? Because I feel like I agree, you know? I feel like that does make sense. Also, okay, bro, like I might be a little bit like just out of touch here, but I watched the Matt Pat game theory Minecraft lore video like a week ago. It's the first time I'd ever seen it, and I really was actually incredibly fascinated by the lore of Minecraft, and it really wanted me to, like, it really encouraged me to consider the lore. Not only the lore I could build, but the existing lore whenever I make my mod. Whenever I'm working on my mod. And according to that, apparently lapis is like meant to have like life-giving properties. Like, I don't know, he said that like zombies were created using lapis somehow. Like, so I don't know, you know what I mean? And that kind of makes sense color math wise, yeah, and whatnot. The red of the lapis and the red of the nether brick should make it purple. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like, you can take red nether brick and combine it with lapis to make purple nether brick, right? Most features are kind of random because it's still early development. Fair enough, which is fair enough. That's how A.C.E started, and it's huge now. So must have watched an old game theory. Yeah, it was like a year old. It was like a year old game theory video. Yeah. Tie it all in slowly. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. The textures look great. I can say that much at the very least. I am kind of curious with the sand here though. Like, it doesn't fall. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't fall. You see? Like, it should fall. That's kind of the problem with adding sand furniture and stuff like that. Is that just don't look right. You know what I mean? Maple. Let's take a look at that. Okay. A little bit kind of plasticky, a little bit rigid texture for the top. I think that looks pretty good though. That side texture. It's just a touch dark, but other than that, I do dig it. Nice. You get the yeah, the item placement because you're trying to spawn the item. So because you're trying to spawn the item inside the block when you hit it with the axe, that's why you get that weird item kind of pop out, and it pops out in random directions. In my mod in A.C.E made it so that it spawns it on the side where you clicked. It's a lot of math, but it's actually not too bad. And I personally think it's well worth it, but it is what it is. Dude, adding that will kill me. You talking about like sand dropping? Adding sand dropping, or adding the like bark plate dropping in the correct thing? Place the tree sapling. I can do that. Either way, I still suggest it. Still suggest it. I do think it's good. That was weird. Did anyone else notice something there? Like, so when I write, is it just me, or does my arm swing weird? Oh, I know what it is. It's that the model's 3D. You're using a 3D model, bro. You see that? So like in my hand, the model is appearing as a 3D sapling model. Yeah, you want to save your thing and have its own item model as well. That's also why, like, if you look at the item model here in the thing, the left side has that weird shadow on it. That's because it's actually trying to show you this like X model when you need it to be a item model, like in-hand item model. There we go. That's a pretty leaf texture. I feel like the color is a bit weird. Like I don't think, like, I don't know. That doesn't look like maple to me. It looks I love it. It's a great color. I just don't think it looks maple-y. It's like it's weird. It's like too pink. It's too pinkish. I don't know. That's a bug. Fair enough. I don't think you ever read the lore books I added to my mod. They're in the Aquadite lab. Oh, I haven't. I didn't even know you added lore books. Did you cover that in your video? I didn't think you did. I didn't see anything about lore books. I used a more orange texture for maple to sand out. Maple to sand out. Oh, to stand out, probably. More orange. I got you. It definitely stands out. I feel like it looks almost salmon-y. Like, I feel like it's not orange enough, almost. Like, I feel like it's too, I don't know, just too whitewashed. Like, I don't think it's orange enough. Like, too deep. It's got too much blue in it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it should have more yellow and less blue. All right. Needs a little bit more detailing on the texture here. It looks a little plasticky, but it looks pretty good. I dig it. I like the handle, I like the hinges, I like the window, and I like the shape. It's just a little bit plasticky in terms of detailing and whatnot, but I dig the door. Spawns in colder biomes. That makes sense. I feel like maple does spawn in colder biomes. Like just, I mean, or like maple trees, you can find them in colder biome. Poisonous carrot, that's pretty cool. Hang on, I want to compare that to the regular carrot texture. And then potato versus poisonous potato. I think it's good, dude. I could totally see Mojang adding that. Like, tell me that that doesn't look like a just straight up Mojang texture. I would believe it. I could totally see that being in like the newest snapshot or the newest teaser or something like that, right? Looks pretty good. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. What's this? Artificial diamond. Wait, what? How do you make artificial diamond? Oh, come on. So it's tougher, but has less actual armor value. But also has more knockback value. Does the texture look the same? No, it looks similar, it's just plasticky. Which is fair, you know, that's honest. I mean, yeah, if it's a fake diamond or an artificial diamond, it being more opaque or more like what's the term, foggy or more cloudy, that makes sense, I suppose. I feel like that's really cheap though. Like a block of coal is not hard to get. That's not hard to get at all. Granted, you have to blast it. You can't just put it in a regular furnace. But still, man, it's supposed to look bad, which is fair. Mojang? Yeah, Mojang. Never heard that before. That's how they say it. Like, if you ever watch Agnes or Vu or any of them pronounce it, they say here at Mojang. Mojang. Like, they get a bit more of the G in there. They don't say Mojang, but they don't call it Mojang either. They call it like Mojang. Yeah, like it's really weird the way the I don't know. I prefer to just use the Y pronunciation. Mojang. I like Mojang. You have to blast it for 5 minutes though. Oh wait, what? Oh dang. Okay. Yeah, no. Now I see it. Now I see. That's a bit more balanced. Yeah. Look at Xeno Aurora. Xenon. Oh, the Xenon Aurora. Okay, I see. You talking about Xenon Ore, or are you trying to say something else? That's the Xenon chestplate has less defense than the artificial diamond one does. That seems wrong. Like, that just doesn't feel right. Getting boots will take you 20 minutes? Yeah, pretty much, right? Look at Xenon armor. Okay. Ignore the states. It needs balancing. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, there we go. Boom. Is this just a... Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say, is this just a reskin of Netherite? It looks good either way. It looks like Netherite, but more purple. Which, honestly, I feel like if Mojang was going to added a set of quote-unquote end armor, it would just look like purple Netherite. You know what I mean? Like, I think I could totally see this. Honestly, the entirety of Xenon, whatever. The whole thing. I feel like every aspect of it, I could see Mojang adding. And this little book looks great. Doesn't feel Mojang, but it looks great nonetheless. is in-game netherite. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I get you. It says that in the game. I picked that up. I got you, man. But all in all, it's pretty good. I can totally see where you're talking about with it being a pre-release, not quite ready yet. These bricks, all great additions. I feel like the sand needs to fall with gravity, but that's pretty much the only thing. Hold a compass and a clock. Oh, I see. So just having them in your inventory, or do they have to be in your hotbar? Yeah. So if they're in your hotbar or your offhand, that's very cool. That makes sense, honestly. I would assume that if I have curios, I could put them in my curio slot or something like that. Yeah, hotbar or offhand, which makes sense. I would assume, dude, I would love to be able to put these in my curio slot. Dude, Jasper is staring at the printer. He's like, this is new. This is new. Why is this making so much noise? Look at him. He's over there just staring at it like, is this okay? What is this machine? What is this machine? Dude, watch him chomp into his food. He's such a beast. Now get any colored block and right click with a cauldron, with water cauldron. Any color. Oh, that's cool. Did you add like bleaching? Like I can wash the thing off. Jasper is threatened. See, Jasper used to love my old printer because my old printer had a print bed. Like the print bed would sit on top. So he would jump up onto the printer and sit up here on top of it all the time. But the AMS unit is blocking this one. So he can't really jump up here. There's not really enough space. Plus it makes a lot more noise because I had a silent motherboard upgrade for my other one. So he is really thrown off by it. He's like, what is this thing making noise? It is fully implemented, so any colored item works except banners. Dude, banners would be impressive though. I thought you were gonna say including banners there, and I was about to be very impressed. Like, that's super dope. But I would assume you had to kind of code it by hand, and that's why it doesn't work with banners yet, because you can't really select banners one at a time, you know? All right, water. There we go. So it only drains the water if I'm in creative, which makes sense. That's actually really cool. That's really smart, dude. Yeah, it's manual. Yeah. Camera thing, Ace. Camera thing. I got you. Sorry about that. My bad. Yeah, but basically I can, if I grab some wool here or concrete. Dude, honestly, the fact that it works with already hardened concrete, bit overpowered, but whatever. But if I switch to survival, it actually drains the water, but it only drains it if I'm in survival, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, it just works, you know? Otherwise, it just works, which is pretty dang cool. Can't lie. This is dope. That's a bunch of really cool stuff out the gate. You said it's incomplete and you're still looking for more things to add. Do I feel like there's anything just obviously, so blatantly obviously missing from this mod? Goat. Think about that. Why is there no goat meat? Like, if I kill a goat, it should drop goat meat. You know what I mean? People eat goat meat all the time. That's a common thing. Goat meat. I did see the panorama. It's great. The custom panorama This is your maple tree and the custom content craft thing here. I dig it, man. This is really cool. I really like this mod. Let's move on to the review. Here we go. So this is content craft. My first impressions, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. They're really good. I dug the trap. Like, I didn't know how certain things work, so I'm glad that you were here to help me out. But the travel and the bricks and like just everything else, it looks great. It looks great. The amount of content, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. You said it's not done, so I'm gonna take you at your word on that. It could definitely have some more content, but it's not lacking and it's diverse, you know. Oh, I didn't even see this little structure here. That's cool. And the quality of the content that's there is great, so I'll give that an 8 out of 10. Art and texture quality here is hit or miss. Some of your art and texture qualities were totally fine. I think your like wood, your tree, some of those left just a little bit to be desired. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for your art and texture quality. For creativity, I would say, personally, it feels pretty dang creative. I love the trowel. That's creative. I love what you did with the compass and the clock and the wool and whatnot. It's very creative. So I give it a 7 out of 10. I really would push you and urge you not to lose that creativity. With everything you add, no matter what it is, really try and focus on that creativity. I think that's really going to make the mod great. Unique features. Now, it doesn't add too many super unique features. A lot of the stuff that's added is pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory, but I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because it's not lacking and it has insane potential for unique features. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'll give you a 6 out of 10 just to encourage you to add some more unique features, to keep this in mind. Something that you don't really see within any other mod, something that you don't really see in Minecraft, is something completely and utterly unique. That said, the immersion feel and vibe is pretty much on, especially for the Xenon. I'm going to give it the 8 out of 10, especially for that Enderite, or aka Xenon. I thought that was just great. That's so good. In fact, I'm going to give you a bonus point for it. I'm going to give you another bonus point for your washing and another bonus point for your clock and compass setup. That is all great. I think your trees need just a little bit of work on their textures, but that's pretty much it, man. It seems like a great mod, like it just got crazy potential. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And that brings you right up to 15, 23, 70, or not 70, 30, 37, 43, 51, 54 stars, which is pretty dang good for a pre-release. Let's be real. Not even officially released yet, and it's getting 54 stars on it, which is pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. I don't know how to spiel. Well, I don't know how to spiel either. Sorry, I'm answering my phone. He said goat milk. Goat milk? Goat meat? Like, why not add goat meat? I feel like people eat goat. I've had goat. The older ones are bad. Immersion better be 9. Oh, immersion? Yeah. You see, my mod is creative and unique solely because I add the most random things about. Yeah. That is true. I would give it a 9 out of 10 because of the book. Dude, that book is so nice. I actually kind of forgot about that book when I was giving the star rating. That book is so fire. How do you... yeah, right? I know. Right? Whose mod are we doing next? That's a good question. Whose mod is next on the list? It's... Barton's, right? Overpowered legendary weapons. Since the last time you viewed it, I've added the Revolver of Darkness, the Cosmic Cannon, and 2 armor sets. Okay. So we're gonna do Barton's mod. And then if we have time, Hugga's mod, and I think after that would be, oh my gosh, dude, I just realized that we have a mod submission. Okay. Oh no, this is late. I see. GBG5. Okay, you know what? Let's do it though. Usually mods that were submitted, he may not, yeah, usually mods that were submitted later, I'm gonna skip out on them. But I think I might skip to JB5. Is Barton and or Dino here? So Dino also submitted later, so he wouldn't really have any say. Is Barton here right now? Barton, are you here? Dino's here. Yeah. Barton does not seem to be here. All right, if he's not here, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over his mod, and go to this other new guy's mod, and because he's here. He's here. He's here. Okay, let's do Barton's mod then first. I don't want to. It looks like he only added a few things, and if he's here, I want to make sure that he gets the opportunity to have his mod reviewed. But this we've only gotten one submission from someone that we've never seen before, so I would really like to see that guy's mod if we can, just because I don't know, we've never seen it before, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do Neoforge 1.21.1. Yeah, cool. There we go. We can save that. We can minimize that, and we can minimize that. Come back to our game over here. That can get closed. I can get closed. Open multi-MC again. Open this one. This can be deleted. This one over here can come like that. We can get rid of Advanced Medieval. And then add, oops. Overpowered legendary weapons. There we go, 1.21.1 and launch. Ugh. The newest version is only 1.20.1. Oh, okay then. Okay. Hang on. What, Forge 1.20.1? It looks like it's 1.21.1. You're wrong, dude. You're straight up wrong. Like, unless so why do you have one? Why is the most recent upload for 1.21.1 on September 4th? If 1.20.1 is the only one with the new version. Huh? I put 1.21.1 on accident. My brain is hurting. You've single-handedly given me a headache. It's right there, though. That's the case, CurseForge moderators would reject it. Yeah, I would think so, right? If I haven't realized your mod... Neither? If I haven't realized... What? No, there's definitely new stuff in here. Okay. No, this is 1.21.1, dude. You're confused. The Sword of Corruption. Oh, there we go. Hang on. When right-clicked, places down a redstone block. Dude, it straight up swapped that block to a redstone block. Like, it didn't just place a redstone block. I bet you I could replace bedrock with that, couldn't I? Yeah. Yep, sure enough. I can delete bedrock. State Bros, what's up? What mods have you guys done? Towercraft and ConstantCraft. Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely it. We started only about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago. We started pretty late. Hour and a half ago. I'm confused. There's a wrap on missing. What? I don't know. 2 OP. 2 OP, buddy. All right. And then we have the Revolver of Darkness. Oh my goodness. Is it supposed to shoot near automatically like that? Is this a full pig? I don't think I can shoot it once. Like, I literally think this thing shoots so fast that even though I click it once, it fires in a burst of 3. Oh my gosh. And each one does like 11 damage. Dude, that's brutal. And that guy's at 1 heart, isn't he? Oh no, I must have missed the last shot. Yeah, 1 heart. Dude. That's brutal. Check the description. When right clicked, fires 3 dark pellets. Honestly, it's great that you added this little descriptions there. When shift right clicked, spawn in the phantom revolver. When shift right clicked. Oh, oh. I've been recording for 5 hours. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's a bit impractical. Like, at what point would it be better to shift right click and place that down than it would be to just shoot the gun yourself? You know what I mean? Like, why not just use this, right? Like, at what point is it better to do this? You know what I mean? 30 gigabytes, that sounds about right. There's a weapon missing. Passive ability, teleport hit entity to a random spot near you. How do you do that? Oh. Because it's not actually teleporting them to a random spot. It's moving them in a specific spot. Every time I hit an entity, it always travels upwards in the same direction. It doesn't teleport randomly. Which is honestly not a big deal. I'm not surprised that that's how that teleporting randomly is not really possible in M Creator. You'll notice how every time I hit him, he moves in this direction and he moves upwards. Yeah. The Cosmic Cannon. Cosmic Cannon. Helmet of the Darkness. I was born in the darkness. Glided up? You mean is that supposed to say gilded? Because it says glided. Yeah, there's no cosmic cannon. Yeah, it's not here, man. I don't know what to do. Y'all know what I was talking about there with my little. Did y'all get that reference? I was born in the darkness. That's I'd be very proud of anyone who got that. Leggings of the Darkness. Oh, okay. Yeah, it says glided. I think it's supposed to say gilded. Also, why is this cobblestone and not like raw gold or just straight up gold? Like, wouldn't that make more sense if this was a block of gold or like a block of raw gold or something like that? And like, shouldn't this be like netherite or something? I don't know. Can you imagine if that was a block of netherite? So why do you have two sets? But so chest plate of the darkness, chest plate of the darkness. Like they're called the exact same thing. So why do you have two sets that are the exact same? Shouldn't this be like gilded helmet? Did you just forget to change the name or something? You already know I don't get that reference. Dude, it's a Batman reference. Come on, man. It's totally within your age range. It's the Christian Bale. That's Bane. Bane's like, you think that you own the darkness? I was born in it. It's pretty. Anyways, the Nether one has Nether because they are Overwolf templates. The Nether one has Netherrack. Yeah, most bug fixes are in 1.20.1. Probably duplicated. Forgot to. That's what I would think. Yeah, did duplicate it. That's what I thought. Didn't watch Batman. You're missing out. I actually rewatched Batman Begins the other day because I hadn't watched it in like years. Hadn't seen it since I was a kid. And wow, wow, wow. Batman Begins is a fantastic movie. Like actually fantastic movie. I would highly recommend Batman Begins. I don't see how anyone could not like it. It's just a great movie. Hang on. My printer stopped. There's no plastic in the tube. I have a feeling the tube was blocking the plastic. It wasn't running through smoothly. Why is it not printing right now? It should be printing. That's very strange. Hacker with the stretch. All right, I can stretch. Hang on. What these give? So they give you the same effect. I would assume they give that. The idea is that they'll give different effects. Like you'll choose between them, and they'll be different in the end. But right now they're the same. I gotta keep an eye on this thing. All right, hang on. Let me fix my underwear, and then. Oh my. Woo. Oh, whew. Man, that really does feel good. Thank you. Hang on. Oh, it's been so long since I stretched. Whew. All right, hang on. Yo, guys, look at this. Hang on. Oh, wow, I have like 8 million tabs open on my computer right now. Look at this. All of that is spitting out the back of my printer because that's where it's purging the nozzle to switch colors. Oh my. Do you think you have enough time to review my magic mod? Probably not. Probably not. I want to try and make sure that we only do one from each person if we can. And I think we've already got enough mods that we're not even going to be able to get to everyone. So yeah, it paused again. I wonder why that is. Why is it not printing? Oh, I see. My red AMS, my red filament is showing up as fail, as no filament detected. Hang on. Oh, something's getting jammed. I see. Okay, I'll fix that later. You guys don't want to watch me do that. Okay. Well, it's supposed to be 1.20.1. Could you try it real quick? I think I fixed it now. I must have been tired when I uploaded it. What? The newest version is messed up. It says it's 1.21.1.forge. I mean, it is, though. That's what I'm playing on. Okay, yeah, now it's saying it's 1.20.1 forge. That's so strange. I don't know why. But yeah, I just refreshed. Now it says it's 1.20.1 forge, but it was literally just saying 1.21. Like, we're playing 1.21.1 Neoforge, and it's working. So I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. What's up with that? That's super weird. But that's it. We got to move along. We got to move along because we got to try and get some other people in. So let's pull up the form here. This is going to be overpowered legendary weapons. Overpowered legendary weapons, just like that. Weapons, just like that. First impressions. Let's see. I really like that revolver. It was a lot of fun. I don't know why, but it's just a lot of fun to shoot and a lot of fun to play around with. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for first impressions because for the most part there wasn't too much new. I loved the little descriptions on each of the weapons. I think that was like vital, something the mod was very much missing. And I think that the pistol was pretty cool. I think that the sword was kind of meh, but it's what I expected. Like, as soon as I read the description, I was like, yeah, this is going to be really hard to do in M Creator. Not too much added in this update, but the amount of content overall is great. And you did go back and update some of that, so I'll give you a 6 out of 10 for the amount of your content. And the quality of that content that was added, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's right up there. It's doing great. I think the sword leaves a little bit to be desired. I'm gonna assume the cannon is great. We didn't get to play with it, which is unfortunate. Art and texture quality is always up there. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I'm not a big fan of the sword texture, and even the pistol texture left a little bit to be desired in my opinion. But your upgrade templates look good. I think the armor left a little bit to be desired in my opinion, and there were some other small things like that. I think this is all pretty dang creative. I'll give you a 9 out of 10 in the creativity and a 9 out of 10 in the unique features. I feel like that's two things that you really do nail every time. And then the immersion feel and vibe, it does fit the mod for sure. Everything you added fits the mod. None of it fits Minecraft though. I know that's part of it, but it still just doesn't fit. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10 on the immersion feel and vibe. I'll give you 1 bonus point for adding. Actually, I'm gonna give you 2 bonus points on just those little descriptions that you added below the weapons. Those things are so sweet. It's actually unreal. They're great, very great. And then 1 for the pistol because I really liked that pistol. But I think that's going to be it for our bonus points, which sets your score at a 7, 13, 21, 28, 30, or 29, right? Right, hang on, we got to count again. I messed up. That's 13, 21, 28, 37, 46, 52, 55 stars. 55. I think that's 1 more. Literally 1 more than what the last one got, right? What the previous one did. Forgot to check the armor models. Oh, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I didn't actually try. We can take a look at this real quick. They're not still broken in that version. They might be. The black armor is a custom model. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Why not? There we go. Let's clear all this away. There we go. It does look like my hair and some of my some of my skin textures are clipping through. But I mean, it looks pretty great. I can see what it's supposed to be with like the hat there, and you can see it from behind pretty well. It's a pretty cool set actually. It's also dark, so it might not look as good in the daylight. I can't tell, like, yeah, like it is actually pretty plasticky, pretty monochrome in the daylight, but it looks really good at night. And honestly, I really dig that. That's a really cool armor set. I just feel like it should be a bit of a brighter golden color, and it's very clearly a netherite reskin. But either way, it looks pretty cool. So all right, what is next? I think technically next would be Hugga. Hugga said he can't make it to the stream. So if he's not here, I mean, that's a brand new mod from Hugga, so I'd really love to go see it. But if he can't make it, I'm gonna jump all the way down here to GBG5's Jurassic Genesis. This is a creator we've never seen before on stream, and a mod we've never seen before on stream either. So I'm very excited to see what this is like. And oh man, it's already 6 o'clock. This might be the last one. I'm not sure. Let's see, what are the files for? Probably 1.21 Neoforge. Yeah, 1.21.1 Neoforge. Cool. Here we go. Edit instance, version, or loader mods. Get rid of overpowered legendary weapons, and then drag and drop Jurassic Genesis. I'm really hyped for this. This is either gonna be like really cool or like bare bones concept. You know what I mean? I just know it. Isn't Content Craft also never seen before on stream? It is never seen before, but I've seen content from you before, Hacker. So this is a never before seen creator and never before seen mod. At least not on our streams. Never before seen. So this is going to be called what? Jurassic Genesis? Such a great name too, honestly, for a mod. I feel like that's such a great mod name, don't you? All right. My initial impressions are not much. I'm not really seeing anything immediately loading in, but that's fair. It's fair. It's like a Jurassic mod, right? So it would make sense that we have to bring the dinosaurs back. So we'd probably have to find fossils first from the blocks, which makes sense. So fossil ore. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, that's exactly what I would expect. DNA extractor, DNA synthesizer, DNA sequencer. Hang on, we gotta bust these bad boys out. These are really cool item textures. I'm really happy about these. Like these are really cool. So I would assume that you can find this pretty much anywhere underground. That seems like a no-brainer. Now if I grab a pickaxe, what the heck? Pickaxe like this and break this, I get fossils. Okay, do I always get a T-Rex fossil, Tyrannosaurus fossil, or do I get... It looks like Tyrannosaurus is the only fossil available right now, and I would assume we will otherwise just get fossils. Dude, bullfrog, hang on. Dude. I dig it. Yeah, animations are a little tricky. I'm not surprised using mCreator and GeckoLib that the animations aren't like the best animations in the world. But the fact that they have animations is good. And they really are, like, the animations are great. They're just not playing right, and that's entirely like a GeckoLib thing. But the animations really do look good. And so does this thing just spawn naturally, or do you have to find one and, like, bring it back to life? And then, like, what do you get from it? I would assume you get the frog legs. That's why the frog legs are in the game, I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, raw frog legs, which also... great texture, like almost makes me not want to eat frog legs. It's kind of gross looking, not gonna lie, but I dig it. And then oh yeah, place down the DNA extractor. Dude, what a crazy good model. Like this image really does just look like the extractor here. Okay, I see you. So I would assume if I take some more incomplete DNA, I can make complete DNA. Do I need some of this? Oh, do I need frog DNA? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I see. Okay, now what do I inject it into, huh? Oh, probably an egg, huh? There we go. And then that definitely goes into the incubator. These are dope models. These are really dope models. I mean, look at that. Look at the detail. So clever looking. So cool. Like, look, I'm not like... So I personally, with my mods, I prefer the full block mods. Like this is very un-Minecraft. It's very not Minecraft. Very not Mojang. So if I was going to play with a mod or make a mod myself, I would prefer if these were full block models, meaning like a crafting table or a furnace. It's a full block, you know? I do think that would be better. I think it would fit the game more. But I have to commend you. Like, I just have to commend you on how beautiful these models are and how great these textures look. Like, okay, a little bit blank on the back sides and stuff. Understandable. Understandable that it's a little bit blank. But just look at them on the front sides. Okay, yeah, I can see where they're even a little bit blank on the front sides. But the modeling detail, if the texture is a bit bad, the modeling is great. It's just great. Oh, I dig it. Incomplete DNA plus fossil, maybe? I don't know. W-Dino. Not all mods are trying to be vanilla, though. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a personal preference. It really is. I play Bedrock. There's a reason I play Bedrock and not Java. And it's it's because of a lot of reasons. But if you want to point to just one, a good one you could point to is that it is because I like the official version. You know what I mean? Like, I actually really like Mojang. I think that they do a great job at maintaining the game. And personally, I want to play whatever version they call the official version. And that's Bedrock Edition. So that's the version I play. Because I really like the official. Like, I don't see the need for mods. But I do see where they are fun and enjoyable. Now that is pretty freaking cool. A little bit strange that I just placed it down, you know, like right away. Like, man. Yeah, there's a little bit that that's left to be desired here. But for the most part, it's great. And I would assume that this thing is just going to grow up over time. I'm assuming, can I feed it meat or something? I can't. Okay, well, fair enough. All right. GB, if you're here are my thoughts. First and foremost, add a little bit more detailing on these machines. Just a little bit more, and that'll really go a long way. The second thing I would add is make it so that your machines are not button machines, but instead are like fuel-based machines. So like as soon as you set it in there, it's got a progress bar and it takes time. And it's because the button really just makes them feel like an extra step. Like if it has a button, why not just have it in your crafting recipe? You know what I mean? Like I understand that this machine is doing something completely different and that's why, like that's the actual reason why, but it feels better as a player if this like started out like maybe these color nodes are grayed out and they slowly fill in color, and once they fill in all the way colored, then it finishes, and it's a progress bar, progress GUI, not a simple button GUI. I feel like that would just feel like way better. And on top of that, I also think that having the eggs, like I don't know, being able to place them down and letting them hatch is also kind of nice. But other than that, I don't really have too much to add. It seems really cool. I don't know how to get this T-Rex skull. Maybe I get it just from killing a T-Rex. I don't know. But dude, such a cool block. That is so cool. Hang on. Here's the real question. If I power it, will it move its mouth? No. Okay. One more thing. If I give the skull, the Tyrannosaurus Rex skull, power, it should flap its mouth open and close the way the Ender Dragon skull does. You know what I mean? The here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? This skull should do the same thing. That would be really, really cool. I know that would be pretty hard to do, but that would be really, really cool. How to get frog DNA? That's a good question. I would assume from a regular frog, unless the bullfrog spawns somewhere, and then like a syringe maybe. Dude, he's scared of me. Yeah, it's not, the syringe isn't working, so I actually have no idea how you get frog DNA. Maybe take the frog legs and you you do something really gross with them. No. Huh. I don't know. It's not like frogs drop eggs. Like frog light, maybe? Huh. I don't know. I mean, JEI will only do so much. I think it's going to be a custom recipe, not just like a crafting recipe. So, oh, no. Well, syringe and frog legs. And yeah, well, fair enough. There we go. I also think that that is a little bit weird. I think it would make more sense if you just right-clicked on a frog with the syringe, and that's how you got the frog DNA. But I suppose the frog legs and the syringe is fine in the crafting recipe. But man, that's a pretty fun mod. It's just a T-Rex, but I really dig it. I really dig that mod. I think it's got like crazy potential. Let's jump over to the review here. And this is going to be called Jurassic Genesis. My first impressions, I would say, were really good. I really dig those machines. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. The amount of content, that's going to be a 7. You've got like a nice diversity of content here, but you can tell it's like you've got the basic, the first one, the proof of concept done. You need to add more dinosaurs, more diversity in the dinosaurs. Like there's going to hit a point where even adding more dinosaurs doesn't actually do much, because you want your dinosaurs to behave uniquely. You know, you want special features and stuff that you can only do with said dinosaurs, right? A reason to have them other than they're cool. So eventually the amount of content is going to matter, but the quality of the content is here, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's pretty fire. It's really well done. I think you can go a little bit further with it, but it's really well done. The art and texture quality, I mean, guys, it's great. Like these are some fantastic art textures. You know, some of them leave a little bit to be desired. Like they're not my favorite. Like this egg isn't the best in the world. This meat isn't the best in the world. But look at these frog legs. Look at this, you know, syringe. Right. Look at these machines. All very good. So let's go 7 out of 10 there. The creativity, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 once again, because it is creative. For the most part, you're just kind of following along the basic idea of what it might take to bring a dinosaur back to life, and I get that. So I can see an argument where that's not very creative, but I do feel like you're being very creative about it, being very creative with it. So I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10 there. Unique features, this one's only going to be about a 4 out of 10, because there's not really anything unique about this mod. It's exactly what I was expecting getting into it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's done incredibly well. But there's nothing about this mod that distinguishes it from really any other dinosaur mod, or any other mod in general for that matter. So what about this mod makes it feel incredibly unique, incredibly custom, but also just like it fits? That's the question I want you to be thinking of here. Now, I love these items here. I can't get enough of how cute these little item textures are. They're so good. I'm so happy that you went ahead and made these. They're awesome. And that's why, even though I'm not a fan of the smaller models, I feel like that doesn't fit the immersion of Minecraft, because they're all done so well. Your immersion, it just hits. I'm gonna hit it at an 8 out of 10. You know what? No, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is fair. It just hits so well. I'm going to give you a bonus point for just how incredibly detailed all your small models are. I'm going to give you a bonus point for the fact that I can get a dinosaur start to finish, which is something really cool. And I'm going to give you one more bonus point for the frogs and the other diversity you've started to do. But I'm going to encourage you to continue diversifying, continue improving, because this mod has incredible potential. I really dig it. But I probably wouldn't play with it as it is now. It needs just a little bit more. That's it. Just a little bit more. Which brings your score from 8, 15, 24, 31, 38, 42, 53. 53 stars. Not bad at all. That's pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. How did you get the frogs in the first place? I don't know. That's the thing, is I have no idea. Like, it's got its own special bullfrog. I can only like assume that they spawn in the jungle or something, you know. I can only assume that the frogs spawn in the jungle naturally, and it's just not something you have to resurrect, or just somewhere naturally. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure. So who knows, really. And I think we have, let's see. Dino, you will need Piku. Yeah, Advanced Medieval, I remember. I think Dino and Hugga are the only two that have submitted a mod and not had it reviewed. Dino, are you still here? Because if you are, I want to make sure that I'm kind of right at the time when I wanted to stop. I've got to make dinner because I'm getting hungry. But if Dino's still here, out of respect for Dino, I'm going to quickly review his mod. So Dino, if you're here, please sound off in the chat for me. And I will quickly review your mod. But if you're not here, I'm going to go ahead and make myself dinner and call it a night. To everyone that's still here, I'm very sorry that we started late, but you're going to have to get used to that. Sounds like he's gone. Not surprised. I've only got 2 viewers right now. Yeah, it's just Hacker and Taco. Fair enough. Didn't we review Dino's mod? No. We reviewed a dinosaur mod. This is the funny thing. So I'm talking about Tiny Dino, a member who submitted a mod called Advanced Medieval. We've reviewed this mod before. But we just reviewed a mod called Jurassic Genesis from GBG G5. So no, we have not reviewed. We reviewed a dinosaur mod, but we did not review Dino's mod. We just reviewed a Dino mod, which is kind of funny. So anyways, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know you guys were super excited for this. So I'm sorry that it came out so late, but I'm happy that we're able to get it done. This is probably going to be the time that they are from now on, although they'll probably start a little bit sooner. I'm hoping to be able to start them by like 1 p.m. on Sundays, or like 2 hours, 3 hours before I actually started this one today. So hopefully they get done a lot sooner, and we have time to review a lot more. But that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to continue to check out the Discord, because man, I've got some big plans. I told you I had 3 projects in the works. One of them has been revealed. That is apologetics. We're going to be we're posting apologetic videos, defending the faith, just talking about Christianity and various things like that. That is one of them. The other one is my 1,000 days or 10,000 days video in my forever world. That's also going to be going up hopefully sometime later this month, maybe this year. And then the final video, it's going to be a long-term series on this channel that I don't think I will ever stop posting. It is very essential in my life. It's like a new thing I'm starting in my life, and I think it's going to be unlike anything you guys have ever seen before, hopefully on YouTube. So get really hyped for that, and hopefully I can post that first video early October. That's my goal. But with all those little teasers and stuff out of the way, thank you so much. When revealed, it was in the announcements chat. Is there a cat behind me or a dog? I thought I saw a tail. Anyways, oh, and I'm working on a new mod as well. So hopefully we can stream that new mod or do something with that new mod sometime as well. That'd be dope. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Peace out.